This is the new Mitsubishi Xpander 2021.
And now we have the Geely Okavango Urban. Pero at least they still have the traditional e-brake. Napaka-komportable. It feels like you're being hugged because it's a semi-bucket seat. Hi pet parents, are you looking for a new ride for your pets and your family and probably space for cargo? Well, this might be the answer. This is the new,
This is the new Mitsubishi Xpander 2021. So,
umpisan muna natin dun sa itsura niya. This is something you would probably take out of a futuristic movie. Pero when I first saw this, ang sabi ko sa sarili ko, uy, ang ganda. It's very stylish. So ano bang features nito? Well, if you're going to check this out, this is actually the park light. Pero while I was driving it, sabi ko mas maganda sana kung ginawa na lang itong daytime running lights para mas kitang-kita siya and added safety as it weaves through traffic. Now, as for the fog lights, it's actually right here and it's made out of a halogen. The main headlight or the headlight itself is LED, which is a fine touch. So, depende na lang talaga dun sa taste nyo, pero I actually like it. And we actually have the signal light right here. It's not LED, it's halogen. So, medyo tinipid ng konti. Pero hey, I can easily change this if I want to. And let's see on the side. Now on the side we have the folding side mirror, which automatically closes when you turn off the engine. And we have the chrome finish or the trim right here by the door. The tires right on 205/55 R16. It's pretty decent for the size of this MPV. Now over here at the back, this is keeping in style with the new models of this decade. So parang it's a shrunk down Montero Sport, if you ask me. So it's pretty Mitsubishi. Of course, we have the badge right here, Xpander. We actually turn on the rear lamps. This is LED. That's a fine touch. But this one, for the brake light, it's actually halogen. Halogen as well for the signal light. Again, these are diffractors, so they don't light up. And underneath here, we have the third brake light on the rear bumper. And of course, this is how we open and close. One thing that I'd like to keep on noticing is, check this out. This part right here, the tambucho, the tip, it ruins the overall tip. Maybe they could have lowered the rear bumper. So let's go check out the front. So this is actually how it looks like when you have all the lights turned on. See, it's very futuristic.
let's first check out, of course, the dash. This is made out of textured plastic, so hard touch. It has its fake stitching right here. The steering feels okay, not too old, pero not too updated as well. Now, infotainment screen, I tried using it. It's not as intuitive. It's actually a little bit difficult to use. Oh nga pala. This is push start stop button, so no keys required. Now, the panel inside, okay, you can actually adjust this so you can see the trip A, trip B, and then the eco mode, and then of course the maintenance schedule when it's gonna be due. Pero it's a mix of digital and analog. Side, you have the control for the windows, centralized lock with immobilizer, chrome, there you go, chrome handles for the door. Pero at least they still have the traditional e-brake, which is okay. But again, if you're going to conform with the looks from the outside, sana ginawa na lang electronically controlled, right? But this is fine. It gives again, this is a mix of modern and old school systems. Technology wise, well, at least you have the start stop button and then the cruise control. Infotainment, nothing to rave about. It's pretty generic. All right. So another thing here, you have holders. At least marami kang pwedeng palagyan ng dog treats. Right here, you have the glove compartment right here, and then treats. You place it there. Okay. Meron din mga space dito, so you can keep some of your parking tickets. And this is an iPhone. Fits in perfectly. And ito, center console. So you have some storage right here. It's pretty deep. It's pretty deep. You can store a lot of stuff. Oh, yung side mirrors niya, it's big enough. Gusto ko yung side mirrors niya. Gusto ko yung malaking mirror niya so you can really see your sides. So minimizes the risk for blind spot.
So if you're looking something practical to transport your family and your dogs that fits the budget, this is something you want to check out. Now, we have the Geely Okavango Urban. This is something na very excited akong review kasi titignan natin if this is gonna be perfect for your family if you're looking for an MPV that would suit your family's needs and of course your dogs. So, let's see what the Geely Okavango has to offer. So let's look at the front muna. It's very distinct. It looks really wide. It is, after all, an MPV. Pero one thing that really catches your eye, this is actually a daytime running light right here. It's LED, and it really stands out when you are driving in the urban or even provincial roads. The headlight is LED. The fog lamps are LED. Well, the screen, or the windshield rather, looks really wide. I can't wait to get inside because you can actually see the road and really drive around, no problems. This is a 1.5 3-cylinder mated with a 48-volt EMS. This is a hybrid system, so that packs a lot of punch. As for the tires, this comes in at Continental Comfort CC6. It's very comfortable with lots of grip. It can get a little bit bouncy on the suspension, but hey, it's a big vehicle, so I'll take that anytime. As for the brakes, oh my goodness, here, look at those huge disc brakes. So it's disc brakes up front and also at the back. You don't need any more braking power from those. Now look at the back. It might take some time for you to get used to this because when you see a car, you know immediately it's an Innova or a Fortuner or a Montero. Pero if you look at it, it's simple enough and yet elegant if you ask me. So we have the rear wiper right here, LED rear lights and brake lamps, and these are reflector, and another one right here. Pero, hey, if there's one thing that even the higher end SUV are lacking, is this one. Oh yeah, there you go. Powered tailgates. Wow. Only the top trims in the SUV market or in some MPVs just have this. So this is a bone right there. Something to drool about, huh? Okay, so with the middle row and the last row folded, now you have more than enough space for your dogs, dog food, for groceries. So I'm a big guy. At the back, I would say it's okay. Pwede pag-isan. Pero it can get a little bit crampy for a 5'8" person. There's not a lot of toys in here. So walang charging port. Meron air vents right here. So that's a plus. Tapos at least there's still enough leg room. Pero my knees are a little bit up. As for the headroom, I think it's pretty decent and you have enough space for a tall person. You have side airbags and I have this much space. And the cockpit, napaka-komportable. It feels like you're being hugged. It's like a semi-bucket seat. Sabi nga nila, the steering wheel is not made out of leather, pero it's very comfortable. Pero one thing that I don't like about here is the smooth piano black finish right here. So certain areas lang naman. This is soft touch, so okay to. The dash itself is plain yet futuristic. You feel like you're a pilot because there's so many tech in this place. The infotainment screen is beautiful. It's very responsive. If I want to use it, easy. You have the controls here for your air conditioning. You have the auto, the off, the circulation. This, though it's made out of plastic, all right, it's nice to touch. Of course, I can't even move it to manual. Of course, you also have the drive mode right here. It has 3 drive modes: the Eco, Comfort, Sport. And when you try the Sport, you really feel the punch. The Comfort, okay lang. Eco, it's a little bit slower. Maybe it's because it's trying to conserve gas. So how do you open the glove box? There's no handle right here. It's right here. That's a treat right there. Look at this spot right here. This is something that Tony Stark would like. Ta-da! Now, it's not the biggest space. The way it opens, it's a treat. And you have center armrest. About the concerns that it's made in China, maybe that's a risk. Pero so far, it's okay. I think you're getting the value for your money and the amount of tech that's included in this vehicle. Now, this is a little bit bigger than the Xpander. Or like a car, it's way bigger, pero it's light. It's easy to maneuver. Plus, you have the tech to help you out. Well, I'm excited to drive these vehicles. All systems go. Let's go. All right, in terms of space, how many dogs can you fit in a Geely Okavango? I think enough. Maluwag pa. And then, hindi kami nagsisiksikan. So, you have Stitch. And actually, pwede pa I think na isang pang-aso kung magkakasundo sila. So, this is pretty big space. So we're going to give our post scores for the Mitsubishi Xpander and the Geely Okavango. Simulan natin sa overall design. For the Mitsubishi Xpander, I'm going to rate it, or Serena and I are going to rate it 3.5 post scores just because of the durability and practicality. Siguro yung budget na rin that would fit most Filipinos. As for the Geely Okavango, overall design, because this is really something, nandun yung practicality merged with sophistication. So we're going to rate it 4.5 post scores. For the interior of the Geely Okavango, because of the leather, though marami pang kailangan i-improve kasi medyo nakakatakot mas-scratch yung mga ilang parts niya, lalong-lalo na kung nagmamadali si Serena, kailangan mag-ingat, pet parent. So we would give it 4 post scores. For the Mitsubishi Xpander, ang daming kulang, pero as a pet lover, we're going to rate it 3 post scores. Now, for space, we're going to rate the Mitsubishi Xpander 4 post scores kasi maluwag siya and mababa, madaling magsakay at magkabit ng gamit. Pero for the Geely Okavango, malaki talaga siya. I'm not really sure kung ano yung kailangan yung kabit to fill the space. Convenient talaga yung pag-fold ng mga seats, so we're going to give the Geely Okavango 4.5 post scores. In terms of performance, na-enjoy ko yung pagmamaneho sa kanya because of the 3 modes, which is the Eco, the Comfort, and the Sport mode. So I'm going to give it 4.5 post scores, whereas the Mitsubishi Xpander, it's normal like any other car. It will get you from point A to point B reliably. So we're going to give it 3 post scores. In terms of technology, siguro no questions asked. Your guess is as good as mine kasi nga basic. This is the future. So we're going to give 5 pause scores to the Geely Okavango and a 3.5 pause scores kasi nga futuristic naman itsura niya. And that's it. So, based on those scores, ang pipili namin ni Serena ay Geely Okavango. Hey, tara na, tara na. Till our next video. Keep healthy, keep safe, and don't forget to pet your dog.